Yo, what up, people? It's your boy the Kryptonian saying here, bringing you a review for One Piece chapter 285, and Enel has started his feast. I love this, man, and I feel like this is the actual second act. It's not so much the second, act of Luffy and Enel's round two, if you will, but if that fight takes place over two parts, I'd be okay with it because this is a clear transition to the second act of, I guess you could call this play Luffy versus Enel, right? So this is the clear second act, just that transition. But I like the fact that the volume ends off with Enel having this absolute rape face, and he's just like, I'm about to do something dirty right now. And he's got the clouds, they've finally been dispersed to a point where he can start firing off those lightning bolts, and you see different parts of Skypiea just erupt into flames because of the lightning bolts. Nice. This is really reminding me of what's currently going on in Dragon Ball Super right now, where it really looks as if Zamasu and Goku Black are going to actually complete their plan of the Zero Mortals, okay? Where they've eradicated all human life, and human being Ningen, which is just humanoid creatures across the universe, okay? The last time we saw something this close was with Demon King Piccolo, just in Dragon Ball. And the reason why I make that comparison is I look at it and it just seems just like it, where it's just like this dude Enel is so close to carrying out what he originally planned it to do, where you look at it and you say, damn, will he actually pull this off? And you got Luffy, but it's said in this chapter that Luffy has bad timing. What's to say Luffy doesn't get there and Skypiea itself isn't completely destroyed, So this is good. We have a bit of a ticking clock without actually having us told there's a ticking clock, where Enel said the lightning clouds are almost in the enough place. And he started, the feast is almost there, right? And the thing is we see that, and then we see the different, portions of Skypiea erupting. So we know that, okay, it's getting serious now. Like, there's nothing else that can be done to stop this dude except for to beat him, okay? So this was good. This was good. This was really, really good. I can't stress that enough because, it's a literary tactic. It raises the tension. Again, I've said time and time again, your job as an author is to create conflict. Continually raise the stakes, because conflict is what gets people reading. It's why I bought all these books back here. So I got books stacked on top of books, because there was some type of conflict in them. They kind of just kept me reading and just keep going. And it doesn't always have to be just, two people fighting, because a lot of these books aren't just, fighting and whatnot. Stories about fights and thieves and robbers and stuff. But conflict can be anything. So I like how Oda introduced this, and because it's a shonen, he did take it where the lightning bolts are kind of coming down and destroying everything. Now, getting into the chapter itself, right? The cover story again. Ace. I'm thinking Ace is in the Navy, not just for the all-you-can-eat buffet. That's probably a plus, right? He probably passed like 4 other Navy bases before this, because I believe this is Navy base 5, and it's because that one's got an all-you-can-eat buffet. Like, Ace is just there for the food, and then I think he's going to be looking for intelligence for where Blackbeard currently is, and if that happens, I could definitely see Ace and Luffy kind of linking back up again. I want to see more interactions between those two, man, because like in the brief stuff that we've gotten, Ace and Luffy, it feels like there could be some serious comedic gold between the two, or if not comedic gold, just to see another side of Luffy, okay? Because Luffy clearly looks up to the guy, and you can tell that there's a relationship there. I would like to see that better fleshed out, either through flashbacks or just seeing it play out in real time. Now, what makes this chapter as interesting as it is we see Luffy, he's got the, gold ball, and he's wrapped his body around it, and he's kind of using it to kind of roll around to, get where he needs to go, and he can't really steer himself too well. And that's where Ace is having to direct him, and they finally meet up to where they see Nico Robin, right? And at first it's like, oh man, everyone's gone, and Luffy just takes off after he sees Robin, sees everything's okay. And shortly after that, that's when we find out that Nami has arrived with Sanji and Usopp, because those two, they took the plunge. Both of them are still alive. And what was cool about that is the Straw Hats are slowly getting together, and Nami just barely missed giving Luffy his Straw Hat back again. I think that that's significant because yet again, we've seen Nami with Luffy's hat, and we know that that's Luffy's most prized possession. So we're seeing that there is a caring side to Nami, and in particular, she has a caring side towards Luffy. And it's the cover, not the cover story, I'm going to show you the back of the volume now. Alright, let's see. Alright, now you see this. You got Nami, she's playing with the glasses, but if you look at her, she's got an affectionate look at Luffy, right? She's got an affectionate expression. She's playing with the glasses, kind of like how people draw on people or whatnot when they're sleeping, or they do like the toothpaste thing, the shaving cream. I mean, you just see it, and you know that there's a level of affection. This is what I was talking about. You see like the different Straw Hat members. They're all kind of laying around. I mean, let me back up a little bit. You see Zoro, he's doing the weightlifting. But just to see that, it just shows that for all the hell that people give Nami, she's not actually a bad character. And when it comes to a crewmate, she's got a soft spot. And I like how Oda is continuing to show that whole thing with the hat, because she is indebted to Luffy. Luffy rescued her from Arlong, and now he's about to rescue an entire country, right? Or an entire civilization. Maybe even history itself because of the ruins and stuff. So that was pretty cool. No, the chapter itself is more of a setup chapter. Fairly simple, not too much to kind of dig over. Those are just the things that really stood out to me. In particular, the one thing that stood out was the fact that Enel says that he has a backup plan, that the dials that he took from his homeland is good enough to allow him to complete the plan. And I'm guessing he's got enough to get himself down to the Blue Sea. And also the thing that stood out was, again, Nami's affectionate nature towards Luffy without actually being shown. But as always, guys, my chapter question, I'm going to keep it fairly simple. What did you guys think about that ending where Enel is just firing down all those lightning bolts? But as always, if you like anything I had to say, hit that like button, comment, rate, subscribe, share. As always, thank you for watching. Have an awesome day, guys.